guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new, welcome. We're just going to get straight to the point. This is another CXC video for CAPE students, to be specific. This was my final time ever sitting a CXC exam, and honestly I'm just happy to be done with it. I've been doing videos like this for 4 years now. Yes, this is my 4th year, and your girl is tired. I feel like I've done it all. I feel like I have said it all, and I'm proud, but I'm also ready to do new things. Will I regret saying that? Maybe, but let's see. I feel like over the years I have given all of the tips that I had. Every year I have this tradition of telling you guys my results, telling you the things I did right, some of the things I did wrong, and hope that you could learn from those. So I literally have all the videos on my page. You can go watch them if you want. I don't know if I have much more to say in this one, to be honest, but I couldn't close this chapter without following my tradition and properly ending it. First thing, let's get into those predictions. I did 4 CAPE subjects this year. I did Environmental Science Unit 2, Chemistry Unit 2, Caribbean Studies, and Biology Unit 1. I predicted a 2 for Biology, a 2/3 for Chemistry, a 1 for Environmental Science, and a 1 for Caribbean Studies. Now let me briefly break down why I predicted those. For Environmental Science, I feel like I'm kind of naturally good at that, and it's just always been something that I'm genuinely interested in. The coursework is hard, it's tough to remember certain things, but for the most part it's been smooth sailing, and I had a wonderful teacher. Actually, all of my teachers were wonderful. So yes, I've never really had any problems with any teachers since I've started sixth form. So even though the paper was long and I could barely finish the paper, that's paper 2. Paper 1 wasn't too bad. Paper 1 was honestly good. So I thought that I worked hard enough to deserve my 1 in that subject. For Caribbean Studies, that's another subject I genuinely found interesting. It was such a perfect blend of everything, of social studies, of principles of business, history. I felt like, and geography. I felt like I get to really understand more about my history, about where I am coming from, while learning about the economy and also about society. I felt like I did okay. I'm fairly alright at essay writing, so the paper wasn't a challenge. I finished everything. The last essay wasn't of a really good quality, but I tried my best. And paper one for subjects in the social sciences are the worst, because the answers are so ambiguous. You have at least 2 answers that could be correct, and it's so hard to choose. And if you choose the wrong one, the mark is just gone. So I was honestly worried, but I was like, I think my paper 2 and my IA was enough to carry me, and I think I could have gotten the 1. For biology, listen, I love biology. I'm generally alright at it, and with the teacher I had, she was consistently pushing us to do better, honestly to the point of perfection. So I've always had high standards with biology, but I also thought this unit of biology was easier than the last unit, which was unit 2. We did unit 2 before. The whole Krebs cycle thing, I don't even know how I got a 1 last year. But for this year, the issue wasn't biology, honestly. It was me, and it was mainly me focusing most of my time on chemistry, to the point where I didn't even finish module 3 with biology. I barely touched module 3, and it's evident because I got a V. So I was expecting to get maybe a 2 or a 3, but I felt like with the topics that came on the paper, thanks be to God, I was leaning more towards a 2. Yes, I had to sacrifice biology a bit for chemistry, so I predicted that I would get a 2. For chemistry now, my perfect love-hate subject. I love chemistry so much, that's why I even decided to stick with it, but chemistry is so difficult, especially for me who struggles so much with math. I don't know what it is with me and numbers, but we don't go together. I try my best though, and I still get my work done, but it just takes a bit more mental effort, and it's always been a struggle with chemistry, but it's so interesting and I love it. So yes, last year I got a 3 in chemistry and I was actually devastated, heartbroken. I felt like I failed my teacher. I felt like I failed myself because I tried so hard. I could have tried harder, but I couldn't get it, and I was determined to do my thing this year. So I really poured everything I could into it. I think I definitely did better this year than last year, but after doing the paper, I was like, I don't think that went well. At first, I was like, it's a 3, let's see about paper 1. After paper 1, I was like, yep, I'm getting a 3 again. But then I started to rethink it, and I was like, this is kind of impossible because I felt more confident this year than last year. So I'm gonna kind of bump my grade up to a 2. Maybe, hopefully, I can get a 2. When I opened my results, guys, I was so shocked. I honestly wanted to cry. Long story short, I got a 1 in everything, all of my subjects, and I honestly couldn't believe it. Environmental science, fine. Caribbean studies, okay. Biology, kind of shocking considering I don't think I did that well on module 3, but great. But chemistry, guys, chemistry, come on a clap because I deserve it. When I tell you guys, I'm coming so far with chemistry, my friends can tell you, yes, they can. But that's that. Let's actually get into the tips. I won't say these are tips, I'll just be really yapping about the things that worked for me this year. I might be repeating stuff from previous videos. As I said, I feel like I have said it all. One thing that helped me was talking to my teachers. I don't care if you don't get along with the teacher. I don't care if you're scared of the teacher, if the teacher is shameful. Talk to your teachers, guys. You need to put your pride aside for the sake of your schoolwork, and if you don't like a teacher, you better squash that beef. I understand that some teachers are genuinely the problem and you just cannot get along with them, but if it's something you can fix, try to fix it. And I have the perfect story for this because when I first had my biology teacher, she was honestly so strict to me. She was scary, and I was honestly scared to approach her, and I just really struggled with her class. I was actually failing her test for a little bit, or I was never getting the scores I wanted, and I would just always feel so critiqued, so attacked, and I was like, I don't think I can work with this. After some time, I realized that I can only blame someone else for so long until I have to take matters into my own hands. And I decided, you know what, I'm scared, but I'm going to go to her and I'm going to tell her exactly what I want her to tell me so I can do better. And I did that. It took a while, but it worked, and I just started getting better lab grades. My test scores kept going up until I hit the 90s. And if you know my biology teacher, you know that's a big deal. And not only that, but it also built my confidence in my normal life because once again, if you know her, you know it takes a lot to approach her and not feel like shy. You need to put your pride aside, put your ego away, and just genuinely look to improve yourself. Because many people, including myself sometimes, we don't want to improve, we want validation. So we want someone to say, yes, you're doing good. And it really hurts to hear that, no, you're actually not on the right track. But you need to go into it with an open mind and with the determination to do better, even if you don't like what you're hearing. Another side of this tip is the same thing, but with your peers. Do not be scared to ask for help. The smart kid who you see, and it seems like they never struggle, go to them, learn from them. But one thing is, sometimes they don't know how they do it, so you'll ask them, how are you so smart? How do you do so well in this class? And they're like, to be honest, I don't know. Don't take that answer. Sit beside them, observe, because there is probably something about them that they don't notice within themselves, but you will notice within them. So just try to hang around them a bit, see what they're doing, and try to see if that could work for you. That's honestly what I did with one of my friends, which is why I think I was able to do a bit better with chemistry this year, because if you can do it, I know I can do it too. I think my final tip will be the small things. They do add up and compound over time. Not everyone needs the same amount of studying for a particular topic, and if you're strong somewhere and weak somewhere else, just put your focus into your weak points. On days where you feel like doing nothing, just do at least 5 minutes of work. I promise you guys, the small things, they add up. I think the perfect way to do this is to set a specific amount of time that you will dedicate to studying each day, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, but this is non-negotiable and you have to do it. But it cannot be a long amount of time, or you'll probably feel like skipping it some days. And as I said, it's supposed to be non-negotiable. No, on certain days, if you feel like you can go above this time, great, but this time you are sure of it every single day, and you have to commit yourself to doing that work. And yes, that's it. That's really all I have to say. I hope my tips were helpful. I hope you're able to get some value from this video. And if you feel like you want more tips, just check my page. I have so many videos, guys. I have enjoyed sharing my knowledge with you. It honestly warms my heart to see people commenting. Your videos have helped me so much, because I remember the days when I was struggling so much with CXC, CAPE, and it was honestly for the people who were making videos like this one that helped me so much, helped me to not be scared, and kind of showed me that I wasn't alone in this. And I'm really happy to see that my videos have been doing the same for you guys. And even though I am closing out this specific chapter of my life, I hope that the videos will continue to help as many people as possible. As always, I wish you all the best, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.